The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue ready. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike 58, right there. Focus, defense, focus.
On second down, this is Jackson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Winston finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got his man Hilton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They got him in. It's Woods. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
We got this.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. Some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jones operating from the gun. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
You draw corporate. Now. Kill. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On second down now, it's Jackson. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hill running right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds.
Time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 1, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 62 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Winston's pass, intended for Sterling Shepard, incomplete. It's now third down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jones to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
The Texans take over at the 28-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston escaping the pressure right. This one hauled in by Sample. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jameis now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Winston. It's hauled in by Shepard.
Black 25.
Tackles.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Winston on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Woods the intended receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Houston, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. On third down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready? Blue ready.
On the draw, it's Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe.
And they're going to sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Keep playing.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Green, triple team.
Winston to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Deep ball for Goodwin, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Under 10, under 10, 10.
To throw on third down, Jones. This is Johnson. He's got it. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones operating from the gun. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. How did he stay on his feet?
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Winston. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. and the Texans scoop it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Rock it. He don't want it.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.